Alright, hi guys. Today is August 21st, 2018. I'm feeling a lot better from a few days ago. A few days ago was pure hell. A few days ago I had one of the worst flare-ups in such a long time, and I was extra upset because I've been doing the best that I can on this diet. If anybody is trying to eat a perfect diet, it's me. I'm not a perfect person, but I try my best to stay away from foods that I know don't love me back. I mean, I've had a year and a half in this game, and I know very well what is bad for me and what's good for me. And I'm still learning, and it's so crazy because I even started noticing little things like if I drink refined orange juice, that causes me problems. Or any citrus for that matter, for some reason. I don't know if it's because I'm still healing, I'm still in the recovery process, that like something like that would cause me problems. But I just stay away from citrus now. But so I had this crazy flare up, and I was looking at my hands, and they were just, I mean, they don't look perfect by any means right now. I'm still recovering for some god fucking reason, like I don't know why. But you know, it got me thinking, you know, I'm 20 months into this process. I started to think that by now I should be healed. And I imagine people who are even earlier in their journeys think, by now I should be healed. But I started to think that, no, this is like a lifelong process, a lifelong affair, that, you know, if you're doing something that you shouldn't, you'll get a reaction, no matter what you do in life. It's not like you've done something good, therefore you're immune to anything bad happening to you. That just doesn't, it's not how it works. So if you continue doing the good things, you'll get good rewards. But if you go back to doing bad things, you'll know right away, you'll get punished or whatever. You'll get a reaction. So this is the same thing with eczema, I feel like. Except it's less clear. Nobody comes up to tell you, like, you ate that, you shouldn't have eaten that, that's gonna cause you eczema. You kind of have to be your own scientist or own boss, like, is that what that caused? And that's really hard because we're not always right. In fact, we might even think that we are 99% right, and yet we're so far off. You know, it could be something entirely different. So that's what's the hardest about this, in my opinion. But I started to think, I had this flare-up, and it was pretty crazy. It was just sort of out of the blue. And I'm working at the bakery now 5 days a week, working with flour and dough and butter and all these things, and I wash my hands, I handle soap, I wear gloves, and I started to think, maybe it's my work. And it got me so upset because I love my job. I love it so much. I love preparing baked goods, I love waking up early, I love working with my friends and colleagues. I love everything about my job. There's honestly very little things that I would say take away from the amazingness of it. And I started to think that, oh my God, if my job is causing me eczema on my hands, and my eczema is one of the most important things to me, to have clear skin is up there with, you know, respecting people. Because I respect myself. I just want to have clear skin so I can function and, you know, bring that positive energy to other people's lives as well. So I started to panic and think, maybe I have to quit my job, maybe I have to cut down on hours, and it broke my heart. But then I started to notice that even during work, things were getting better. Like, I wasn't deliberately doing anything different, but things were getting better. And I started to remember that I had touched into my garden. I was harvesting from my tomato plants, my cucumber plants, and I was touching the plants. And the plants have this very prickly and oily, well, it exudes oils when you touch it. And it causes contact dermatitis for some people. Like, they get irritated, their skin gets irritated from touching it. So I was like, shit, it was mostly on my hands anyway. So I started to realize what the point of this story is that sometimes we think we have a theory, sometimes we think that we know where it's coming from, but it's something entirely different. Something entirely separate is happening, independent. And regardless of how long you're on this journey, it's like yesterday was the first day, in my opinion. Every single day you have to try your best. You have to eat well, you have to exercise, you have to stay away from contaminants. So when I get these flare-ups, I'm extra pissed off because I'm thinking, I've done everything I can. Why is this still happening? Now, the second part of this, despite, you know, The first part is basically just trying your best and not building too many theories, because the more you think about it, the more you overthink about it, and the more your brain gets in the way of your body. Your body knows how to cleanse. Your body knows how to heal. All you have to do is put in the right food and avoid the toxins on top of your skin, you know, your chemicals or whatever. And the body will heal. 100% the body will heal. No doubt about it. So you have to remove your brain in this process. Don't look at your eczema. Don't touch it. Don't itch it. Don't put excessive moisturizers. Don't, you know, try to just take a back seat and let your body do the healing. Don't let your mind be the backseat, you know, driver or whatever. The second part of this is that despite doing this for 20 months, you know, a year and 8 months, I see myself as being very new to this journey. You know, this came in stages. Now, I still have it inside my elbows, behind my knees, and on my hands. Those are the last places that I'm noticing healing occur. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, the big parts of my body, the ones that had the eczema the fewest amount of years, that stuff healed. But the stuff that has been around for a long time and is in, you know, these hard to reach places, I don't really know. It's taking longer. And the other thing I'm thinking of is the last 3 months, I've been absolutely on top of my diet. I don't eat out. I don't drink anything I'm not supposed to. It's mostly water. It used to be juices, but now it's pretty much just water and tea and iced teas with like stevia or something in it. I don't eat anything I shouldn't. I don't eat oils. I don't eat wheat, corn, and soy. I don't eat gluten. I don't eat nuts. And I find a great deal of comfort in this, because eating what I'm supposed to every single day makes me feel happy. It makes me think that I have this checklist, like I did everything I was supposed to today, I'm done. I don't have to worry that I missed something. I don't have to worry that I cheated myself or anything like that. So for 3 months, almost 100 some days, I've been doing my best. So it feels like these 3 months, I'm at the beginning of my journey, because now I have absolutely no cracks in the diet. And I'm not expecting anybody to be perfect from the very beginning. I expect people to make a lot of mistakes before they find a practice that works for them, that they can sustain. I can sustain this. I can't sustain something else that's a lot more difficult that somebody who's been doing this for 2 or 3 years can do. I don't expect myself to do that. I'm not at that level. I'm still at level 3. Maybe you guys are at level 1 and somebody else is at level 5. I would put Rob Stewart at level 10. He really knows what he's doing. It's working for him. His eczema is not coming back because he knows how to not make it come back. He can sustain the practices that he's been doing for the last 5 years. And in my opinion, so these last 3 months, it's basically I started at ground zero, and I'm just so happy to see the recovery that's been happening after all these months. You know, I try to take a back seat. I try to just enjoy the journey. Yes, there's going to be flare-ups. There's going to be times where I start to overthink things. I start to over-obsess. I start to worry. But typically, if I do a little breathing and I wait 24 hours, things typically look a lot better. And if they don't look a lot better, I wait another 24 hours. And then I wait a week, and things typically look better. I don't get eczema in those other parts of my body. It's just those 3. And that gives me comfort. And that gives me motivation. You know, in 1 year's time, it's going to be even better than what it was 1 year ago. 1 year ago, it was just such a nightmare. It was just eczema everywhere. I couldn't wear shorts. I couldn't wear t-shirts. I couldn't do a lot of things. And now I sort of don't have to think about that anymore because it's not a problem anymore. So you just have to take it day by day, week by week, month by month, and just keep progressing. That's the biggest takeaway. And I hope that helps you guys, and I hope you don't overthink things and you just try your best. Make the mistakes, learn from them, and move on, you know? This isn't going to kill you. It just sort of sucks, and it makes you self-conscious, but it can also be a powerful motivator for you to clean up your life and to do positive things and to make things better for yourself. It doesn't have to be debilitating if you don't want it to be. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna go to the gym. Peace.